Yeah, Darren, police are calling in an accident. They say the female driver was trying to park when she hit the gas instead of the brake. Take a look. This is when witnesses say the car went airborne. This year, the Junior League of Jackson is hoping to raise over $1 million. Governor Phil Bryant jumped into the campaign early on. In fact, we're getting his message over Twitter. Bryant tweeted, "I applaud Governor Romney in choosing Rep. Paul Ryan as his vice presidential running mate." We're outside Terry High School right now where students are remembering the life of Kadarius Bully. This makes 11 deaths in the past 12 years for the high school. And right behind these gates tonight, emotions are high as students hold a candlelight vigil. You probably remember the controversy over the local rap video that features the Jackson Fire Department. Well, coming up tonight at 6, the surprising apology from a major entertainment company. Hey Darren, yeah, new tonight at 6, a Jackson gospel singer robbed at gunpoint in her own home. Check out this amazing video. Well, Darren and Stephanie, coming up new tonight at 6, Madison's favorite bachelor is back on TV. Travis Pope is on The Bachelorette's Men Tell All episode tonight. And coming up, we give you a sneak peek into tonight's show and what to expect from Travis. As much as Isaac hit the South, there are some pretty incredible stories of survival. Coming up new tonight at 6, we'll introduce you to some of those people, the men and women that are leaving their homes and coming here to help out the people that have lost theirs or can't go back. So there's some pretty incredible stories that we want to show you, and they're coming up new tonight at 6. It was the last thing this gospel singer expected to happen at her home, a robbery in broad daylight.
And I was pushing the door. If you'll look right here, this is where we struggled at, right here.
Sherry Tate says a young girl came to her door and was calling her name.
She said, "Sherry," and I said, "Who is it?" And so she called my name again, and I opened up the door.
But along with the girl was a man with a gun.
He had the gun, and I was just pushing the door, pushing the door, pushing the door.
But Tate couldn't keep him out.
And finally, when he pushed it, I went back like this. So I landed back here. He was right there where the cameraman is. He was pointing the gun.
She was terrified.
I just kept saying, "Please, please help me." And she said, "He just wants the keys to your car."
The car is Tate's 2006 gray Chrysler 300. While the robber went for the back bedroom, she ran outside.
But I came around, and that's when I ran out the door. I left the door open just like that.
She ran toward a neighbor's home.
Hidden the door. I said, "Please help me, Miss Lovett, please." And so I said, "Call the police, they just robbed me."
Tate called her sister, and JPD arrived at the home on Thomas Jefferson Road.
How do I know that they're not gonna come back? I don't know that.
Tate believes she may have seen the girl at a neighbor's home earlier in the day, but until she gets answers, the faithful singer has one place to turn.
Give me some kind of peace from this situation, because I don't have peace like I need to.
Prayer. Amanda Coleman, 16 WAPT News. Yeah, Darren, police are calling in an accident. They say the female driver was trying to park when she hit the gas instead of the brake. Take a look. This is when witnesses say the car went airborne over a curb and crashed right into the front of the store. The accident happened at Sesame Seed Vitamin Shop in Clinton. The car went so far into the store that emergency crews were called in. They had to use a wrecker just to pull the car out.
I just heard some screeching and I looked back and glass broke. The car goes through the vitamin shop. I'm like, okay, did this really happen?
Oh my God, it scared me to death. I just knew somebody had been hurt. So I thank God nobody was, but I mean, it was terrifying.
Now, Darren, they say nobody was injured in this accident that happened around noon today. They are still not releasing the name of the driver and still looking into, again, what caused that accident. They say that she just plowed right into the front of the store because she did hit the gas. Live in the newsroom, Amanda Coleman, 16 WAPT News.
Yeah, real quick, Amanda, could she face any charges for this?
Yeah, Darren, again, police, they're not releasing the name of this female driver, and they say she's not facing charges. They're just calling it a big accident.
Boy, lucky nobody got hurt.
Hot off the assembly line, Green Tech Automotive unveiled its new My Car at their Horn Lake plant Friday. It's a 2-seat, all-electric, eco-friendly car.
It really matters that you can come to Horn Lake, Mississippi and come up with a new technology that offers the prospect of providing a product at an affordable price.
My car is a cross between a golf cart and a small car with a top speed of about 35 miles per hour. Production will create more than 900 direct jobs in the state and more than 7,000 total jobs by 2014.
When we're full production here, hopefully it'll be a car an hour.
Former President Bill Clinton, Governor Phil Bryant, and former Governor Haley Barbour were all there for the big event.
I'm glad it's in manufacturing. I'm glad it's in new technologies. I'm glad it's in clean, independent energy. And I'm glad it's in American jobs.
My car is already popular with one pizza restaurant. The owner wants his drivers to go green while delivering their pies.
My franchise has purchased the first Domino's pizza car to be delivering pizzas at the University of Mississippi this fall.
These vehicles will run you about $20,000 and run off of a charge costing just a few cents a mile. Amanda Coleman, 16 WAPT News. Governor Phil Bryant jumped into the campaign early on. In fact, we're getting his message over Twitter. Bryant tweeted, "I applaud Governor Romney in choosing Rep. Paul Ryan as his vice presidential running mate." Bryant supported Romney's campaign early in the season, while other Republicans were still sorting out through the candidates. For Congressman Greg Harper, Paul Ryan is no stranger, having served with him on the House Budget Committee.
He understands all the issues. He understands that we're on an unsustainable path, that we cannot continue to spend money that we don't have. And he understands the issues, can explain it in very humble but accurate terms, and I think it's going to really solidify the Republican chances in November.
Early on, Haley Barbour questioned whether or not Mitt Romney was conservative enough. But now many observers say Ryan plays well with conservatives and Tea Party fans. In the newsroom, Amanda Coleman, 16 WAPT News.
The Associated Press Best Newscast in Mississippi, and an Emmy Award for Best Newscast in the Southeast region.
The top of my trailer house flopping.
The cleanup begins after powerful storms ripped across central Mississippi. A look at all the damage. Plus, an Olympic medalist speaks at a local middle school today, the surprise that was waiting for him. And a new marker placed at JSU to remember students lost in the fight for civil rights.
Now, your weather first.
Well, we followed the storms late last night, and we continue to raise the number of tornadoes. Right now, the current total is 5 tornadoes across the 16 WAPT viewing area. 3 of them were in Humphreys County. The strongest of all was that EF3 that hit Scott County and Newton County, just outside of the town of Conehatta, just to the east there of Highway 429, where it moved down. Winds were possibly as high as 136 to 165 miles per hour, bringing down trees, and yes, that is even life-threatening. Quick look outside. Beautiful weather out there. Lots of sunshine, and weather is going to be calm for the rest of the night. Here's a look at the rest of the evening. Temperatures will be dropping down from the 70s down into the 60s.
Thank you, Ethan. Our lead story tonight at 6. The cleanup continues after 5 tornadoes ripped across central Mississippi last night. This is what that storm did to a home in Humphreys County. This foundation and debris are all that is left. 16 WAPT's Erin Kelly spent the day in Scott County, where many are cleaning up tonight from an EF3 tornado. She joins us live in the newsroom. Erin.
Good evening, Darren. Take a look at this map. 15 counties and all dealt with storms last night. We were in Scott County in the town of Lake today. We talked to some families who say they couldn't believe they walked away unharmed.
It's going through my head right now. How did I live through this?
Wednesday night, a tornado tossed Donna Creel from her mobile home. The only thing left to hold on to was her 4-year-old son.
The tornado blew my mama's house away.
Where the bricks are is where my house was sitting at, right here, at the time.
This photo shows where Creel's Scott County home ended up, in the street, after winds blew it over her car. Creel landed 50 feet away and had to get stitches in her head. Her son Michael was untouched.
I think it's okay. We can build my mama's a brick house. Tornadoes can blow brick houses away.
Blessed that I did live through it, because I could have died last night. Because I could have literally hit a tree last night and died instantly.
Across town, one woman got injured during a rescue when the man using a chainsaw accidentally cut her knee, but she's okay. Thursday, family members worked to clear that tree that fell on her house.
The tree was pushing against her legs, and they had to wait till the power company got here because there were so many electrical lines hanging out.
Across the county, signs of the storm are everywhere. It dumped nearly 5 inches of rain and lopped off treetops.
A lot of tree damage. Roads was closed this morning, but we've been able to open 90% of them.
Less than 12 hours after the storm, power crews and the Red Cross were already at work, trying to get families back on their feet.
Now in the town of Lake where we were today, the fire department says there are 4 families whose homes are unlivable tonight. Live in the newsroom, Aaron Kelly, 16 WAPT News.
Oh, just terrible amount of damage, Aaron. Any idea how many people were hurt in that area?
The fire department, Darren, says only those 2 women we talked about were injured, and there are a lot of people that are thankful for that.
Very lucky tonight. All right, thank you. Aaron Kelly live for us. Well, one of the hardest hit areas was Humphreys County, right along the Sharkey County line and Highway 14.
All that I done is her house.
Okay, now this was a trailer here?
Yes, sir.
A family there lost their home. Now only cinder blocks remain. John Canterbury saw his neighbor's home get blown away. He hunkered down in his home as high winds tore up the neighborhood.
I got a call, people checking on me and told me that baby doll, they found her across the field and her trailer got blown away, and Nam and her son was on the way to the hospital that she had. It tore up her trailer house too. Thanks to the Lord, there wasn't nobody killed in this. You know, that's the main thing. Because you can get another home, but you can't get another life.
City crews are out early this morning cleaning up the mess, removing fallen trees and tree limbs. Noon tonight at 6, one man was shot at a Jackson apartment complex, then ran to a nearby gas station to get help. Police say the shooting happened at the Southbrook Garden Apartments on Daniel Lake. Investigators say another man also ran with the victim to that gas station. The men told police 2 suspects came up to them with a gun and wanted their car. They got away in a multi-color Crown Victoria. If you have any information on this crime, call Crime Stoppers at 601-355-TIPS. Students at the West Lincoln Attendance Center showed their support for school administrators this morning following a letter demanding they stop prayer at the school. This picture was sent to our Facebook page, which shows students in a prayer circle in the school's parking lot this morning. We received a response from Lincoln County Superintendent of Education Terry Brister about the letter. Although we will abide by all laws set forth by the Constitution of the United States, I will not deny the civil rights of my students and faculty. The ACLU has given the Lincoln County School District until October the 26th to address the situation. The worker who fell 5 stories at a Jackson construction site has passed away. The Hinds County coroner says Stacy Washington died from his injuries. Washington fell from the 5th floor of the Baptist Health Systems construction site on North State Street on Friday. OSHA is investigating the accident. Well, we are still getting a ton of comments tonight about Hinds County Supervisor Kenneth Stokes' outburst at a recent board meeting.
I heard all this all day. I'm tired of it.
Hinds County leaders now fear that his comments are turning their county into a joke. Stokes was talking to Mindy Morton, an attorney hired to represent homeowners opposed to a landfill expansion. He also had a heated exchange with county employee Sharon Sims about changes to employee health insurance. Sims says Stokes told her, quote, "At least I ain't no black person who want to be white. At least I ain't no Uncle Tom. Yo mama, Uncle Tom." Sims says she doesn't expect an apology.
As long as he remains within being professional, I'm fine. Other than that, I have the Sheriff's Department at the front door.
I stand behind what I say, and I'm not going to apologize for standing up as a man, and that day would never come with Kenneth Stokes going to back down.
We asked Board President Robert Graham what will happen if there is another outburst. Graham says he does not believe this will be a problem again. A second Mississippi Freedom Trail marker is dedicated here in Jackson.
Let this be monument.
This one at Jackson State University commemorates the 1970 protest where police killed 2 students and injured a dozen. It's located on Lynch Street across from the JSU Rosie McCoy Auditorium. The first marker was placed in front of Ayer Hall back in April.
In our courses here on campus, the history is taught, but as people are walking around campus and they're able to see for themselves, it's important to have a mile marker just to remind them where they can, as you walk by and you go, and you think about it for a few seconds, and hopefully that will impact your entire life.
The Freedom Trail Marker program honors the state's civil rights heritage. Blackburn Middle School students got a chance to see 2 Olympic medalists today.
Congratulations to you, sir.
Thanks so much.
Silver medal winner Michael Tinsley spoke with students today about focusing on academics. He also stressed the importance of putting their best foot forward. Gold medalist Bianca Knight also showed up, which surprised Tinsley. The two hadn't seen each other since the London Games.
Always study hard as well, because sports may not always be the best avenue for some people, so you definitely got to get in and make sure you do your work.
I like to tell kids that your grades definitely pave the way for the great things that you have to come, because athletics doesn't last forever.
Tinsley says he owes his success to his faith in God and just doing things the right way. Presidential candidate Mitt Romney's wife, Ann Romney, was on ABC's The View this morning.
Please welcome. We're so happy to have her with us, Ann Romney.
Mrs. Romney talked with the ladies about everything from women's voting to the economic help she believes her husband will offer. The host also joked with Mrs. Romney about her husband choosing not to come on the talk show. First Lady Michelle Obama has been making the rounds on the TV talk show circuit also. She will appear on Jimmy Kimmel Live next week. Mrs. Obama will stop by ABC's late night talk show on Thursday, the 25th. You can see it right here on 16 WAPT. A statement from the network says the First Lady will encourage Americans to vote. Well, the countdown continues to the final presidential debate. The candidates get one more chance to debate next Monday. They will tackle foreign policy at Lynn University in Boca Raton, Florida. The format of this debate will be identical to the first debate. It starts at 8 p.m. right here on 16 WAPT. A living history lesson today. We've got your front row seat to the Battle of Raymond. And state leaders put the brakes on a tuition increase at 2 Mississippi universities. Why that new fee is being delayed.
Cool night.